And sa video na to, magta-try naman tayong sagutan ang mga moped questions. Ayan, marami nang nagre-request nitong video na to. And ito na yung simula ng mga pag-upload natin ng mga moped questions. Hi guys, this is Alan. Welcome back to this channel, Gaijin World. And of course, kasama na rin syempre yung usual nating ginagawang driving exam for carrymen and honmen. Pero kasi maraming ang questions na kahit automatic transmission yung ititake ninyong exam ay may mga questions dyan na related sa moped. Kaya subukan nating sagutin at tingnan natin kung tama o mali yung mga sagot natin. Okay? So sabayan ninyo akong sagutan dahil sobrang haba nito guys. Try nating bilisan ang pagsagot dahil napakadaming questions nito, kaya simulan na natin. Okay, wag na natin patagalin dahil napakadaming questions nito. Yung mga questions na makikita nyo dito ay translated na, okay? Kasi galing ito sa mga questions na Nihongo. Naka-Nihongo to and then tinranslate natin para subukan natin kung masasagutan natin siya either true or false. Medyo kung babasahin nyo yung question, medyo hindi ganun kaganda yung English niya. So, please bear with me dahil tinranslate lang natin ito. Pero ito mga questions na to, ito yung mga most likely na lalabas sa carrymen and honmen exams. Question number 1, ayan. When parking is prohibited, vehicles must not be stopped even to prevent danger. So, ulitin natin yung question. When parking is prohibited, vehicles must not be stopped even to prevent danger. So, ano sa tingin nyo guys? Bawal daw mag-park. So, hindi pwedeng tumigil kahit na to prevent danger daw, hindi pwedeng mag-park or mag-park sa prohibited na lane, okay? Or sa road. So, ano sagot natin dyan? Subukan nating sagutan, okay? True or false ba to guys? So, sa tingin ko, dahil meron flagging na words dito, like yung prevent danger. So, ano ba yung uunahin natin? Diba? Yung safety. So, dapat walang madidisgrasya, diba? So, unahin natin yung safety natin at nung mga nasa paligid natin. Kaya, ang tingin ko, sagot dito ay false. So, try na natin sagutan. Okay, so, sagutan natin yung question number 1. So, ano ang tamang sagot? So, ito ang tamang sagot. False. Ayan. Problem number 1. In places where parking or stopping is prohibited, the vehicle must not be stopped even to prevent danger. Ayan. So, tama naman ang sagot natin. Tama yung sagot natin for question number 1. So, let's proceed sa question number 2. Automatic motorcycles with continuously variable transmission have difficulty transferring engine power to the wheels when the engine speed is low. Okay, automatic motorcycles with continuously variable transmission have difficulty transferring engine power to the wheels when the engine speed is low. So, ano ang tingin ninyong sagot sa question na to? Okay, medyo mahirap yung question kasi more on moped. So, kailangan na lang nating i-analyze dito. So, tignan na lang natin para hindi tayo matagalan. Kayo subukan nyo na lang ding manghula kung hindi nyo alam yung sagot. Susubukan ko na lang ding hulaan ng sagot dito. So, I think ang sagot dito ay true. So, ayan. Subukan natin kung true ang sagot. Kaya para makapag-move na tayo sa next question dahil mahaba-haba ito. So, for question number 2, ito naman ang sagot. True or false ba? Ito ang sagot. So, ang tamang sagot is true. Automatic motorcycles with continuously variable transmissions have difficulty transmitting engine power to the wheels when the engine speed is low. Ayan. True ang sagot. Okay, let's proceed sa question number 3. Okay, question number 3. If you want to pass through a level crossing, you can proceed after the train has passed, even if the alarm is sounded. Okay, so medyo obvious na yung sagot dito. So tingin ko, this is false. Kasi hahantayin mo talagang mag-stop or mag-stop kahit yung alarm and magbubukas yung, di ba usually kapag may dumadaang train, bago dumaan yung train, may bababang mga harang. So syempre hintayin mo yung bumukas uli and mag-stop yung alarm bago ka mag-proceed, bago ka mag-cross dun sa railway. So I think ang sagot dito ay false. Ayan, false. For question number 3, ito naman ang tamang sagot. Kayo, anong hula nyo? True or false? So, sagutan natin. Question number 3 is false. When trying to pass a railroad crossing, it is possible to proceed even if the horn is on after the train has passed. So, syempre, it is forbidden to enter the railroad crossing if the horn is on. So, obviously, hanggat naka-on yung or naririnig nyo yung horn, ay hindi kayo pwedeng mag-pass doon sa railway. Okay, number 4. Motorized bicycles are allowed where this sign is posted. Ayan, papakita ko yung picture dito. So, ayan guys, yan yung picture sa question number 4. Tingnan nyo mabuti kung anong ibig sabihin yan. So, meron dalawang tao dyan, isang adult and isang child. Okay, and then nandun siya sa blue na circle. Anong ibig sabihin yan? So, for that question, okay, for that picture, okay, pedestrians only yung picture. Pero ang question, motorized bicycles are allowed where this sign is posted. True or false? So, tingin ko, false ang sagot dito dahil pedestrian only yung sign. Okay, so hindi pwedeng dumaan dun yung mga motorcycles, okay, or yung moped. Question number 4. Ayan, so ano ang sagot ninyo sa question number 4? Alamin natin kung true or false. And ito yung sagot. So, ang sagot sa number 4 ay false. Motorized bicycles can pass where the sign is located. At yung sign na yan ay indication na pedestrian lang ang pwedeng dumaan. So, this is a sign for bicycles and pedestrians only. Motorized bicycles cannot go. Question number 5. If the speed of a car is doubled, the impact of a collision is also doubled. Ayan. So, nasa book yan guys. So, sa mga hindi pa nakabili ng book na ginagamit namin sa school noon, ay subukan nyo nang bilhan yan at mag-review kayong mabuti. If the speed of a car is doubled, the impact of a collision is also doubled. So, I think the answer here is true. Okay? So, syempre, mas mabilis yung takbo mo, mas malakas yung impact. Diba? So, question dito sa number 5 ay true, I think. Ano ang tamang sagot dyan guys? Kung true or false, ano ang sagot ninyo? So, tingnan natin. Oops, mali ang sagot ko for question number 5. Ulitin natin. If the speed of a car is doubled, the impact of a collision is also doubled. So, ang sagot daw dito ay false. Sabi niya dyan, impact force is the square of the speed. In this case, 4 times. So merong exponential pala ito. So, kaya pala mali ang sagot ko. So, kayo guys, tama ba ang sagot nyo? Naalala nyo ba na 4 times ang damage na pwedeng kapag kayo ay nagkaroon ng collision sa inyong car? Ayan. So, let's proceed. Question number 6. If a blue light arrow is displayed pointing to the right at an intersection on a road without a vehicle traffic strip, a motorized vehicle or a motorized bicycle may turn right. So, pag sinabi mong blue light traffic, malamang baka ito yung ibig niyang sabihin. Ayan na, bibilugan lang natin. Yan. Baka yan yung blue light arrow na sinasabi dun sa question. So, ano guys ang sagot sa tingin nyo for number 6? So, hindi ako masyadong familiar. And I will guess my answer for question number 6. Again, if a blue light arrow is displayed pointing to the right at an intersection on a road without a vehicle traffic strip, a motorized bicycle may turn right. So, without a vehicle traffic strip. So, di ba, pag sinabi mong traffic strip, ito yata yung indication kung hanggang saan ka lang pwede mag-stop bago mag-intersection. So, feeling ko ang sagot dito ay false. I'm not sure guys, but kayo din try niyong sagutan, okay? So, question number 6. Ano ang tamang sagot sa question number 6? True or false ba guys? Alamin natin. Ito na ang sagot. For question number 6, mali na naman ang sagot ko. Ang sinagot ko ay false, pero ang sagot dito ay true. At an intersections of roads without vehicle lanes, a motorized bicycle can turn right if a blue light arrow points to the right. So, true ang sagot sa number 6. Okay, let's proceed to number 7. Okay, question number 7. I had been drinking, but I wasn't too drunk, so I drove my car. Obviously, ang sagot dyan ay false, di ba? So, I wasn't too drunk.
I wasn't too drunk, so I drove my car. Abo na yan, kaya kahit a little amount of alcohol, hindi ka dapat mag-drive. Kaya ang sagot dito ay false.
Question number 7, I had been drinking but I wasn't too drunk so I drove my car. Ayan. So, anong sagot dyan? Obviously, tignan na natin ang sagot. So, syempre, false ang sagot dyan. Sabi dyan sa problem number 7, I drank alcohol but I wasn't too drunk so I drove a car. Bawal yun guys, kaya drunk driving is dangerous. So, definitely stop. Okay? So, yan ang sagot. False.
Question number 8. Even if a police officer is giving a hand signal or a light signal at an intersection, you must obey the traffic signal because the traffic signal has priority. Oh, ano sa tingin nyo guys sa sagot dyan? For me, ang sagot dyan ay false. Kasi mas priority yung police officer kung i-compare siya sa traffic signal. Okay? So, ang masusunod dyan yung police officer. So, ang sagot dito ay false.
Question number 8. Ano ang tamang sagot sa question number 8? Nasagutan nyo ba kung true or false? Medyo maginaw dito ngayon kaya nakaganito ako ha. So, alamin na natin. Question number 8 ay false ang sagot. If a police officer is giving a hand signal or a light signal at an intersection, you need to follow the traffic light because the traffic light signal has priority. O, diba? So, dapat priority natin yung tao, yung mismong police officer instead yung signal. So, hand signals such as police officers are prioritized over traffic lights. Okay, next question.
Question number 9. If you are driving in compliance with the law, you may violate the law if you are likely to be late because you risk not being on time for work. O diba? Parang hindi naman siya related sa driving pero kasama siya sa exam so wala tayong choice. So if you are driving in compliance with the law, you may violate the law if you are likely to be late because you risk not being on time for work. Susundin mo ba na hindi ka malate? Parang ganun siguro yan. Kaya tingin ko ang sagot dyan, kasi sabi niya, you may violate the law if you are likely to be late because you risk not being on time for work. I think that is true.
Hindi ako sure sa sagot ko dito, pero tingnan natin kung true or false ba. So ito ang sagot. Ayan, mali ang sagot ko kasi ang sinagot ko dyan ay true, pero ang tamang sagot ay false. Even if you are likely to be late, drive in compliance with the law. Ayan. So, okay, nag-gets ko na. Bigla akong nag-gets yung question. Medyo tricky talaga, no? Kasi yung English niya hindi ganun ka, malinaw. So, ang ibig niya sabihin pala dyan ay kahit na malilate ka na, dapat mag-follow ka pa rin ng driving law, o diba? Mag-drive ka pa rin in compliance with the law kahit alam mo nang malilate ka, diba? Siyempre pag nalilate ka, magmamadali ka ngayon, diba? So, mag-adjust ka. Kung ayaw mo magmadaling mag-drive, mag-adjust ka. Agahan mo yung kailangan mong puntahan, okay? So, let's proceed to the next question.
Question number 10. In the middle of an intersection where the traffic light is displaying blue lights, I came face to face with a police officer with his arms raised horizontally at his sides. So, I stopped at the stop line before the intersection.
Merong police officer in front of the driver and bigla na lang siya nag-stop dahil nga naka-horizontally raise yung arms ng police officer and nag-stop siya dun sa line before the intersection. So, tingin ko ang sagot dito ay true. Okay, tama yung ginawa niya. So, mag-stop siya before the intersection. So, kayo, try nyo ring sagutan. So kayo guys, anong ang sagot ninyo for question number 10? And ito na ang sagot. True or false ba? Alamin natin. So, tama ang sagot ko. True. At the center of the intersection where the traffic light signal is displaying a blue light, I met a police officer who raised his arms horizontally. So, I stopped at the stop line in front of the intersection. So, true ang sagot dyan sa number 10. Okay, let's proceed to number 11. Question number 11. If you see a blue light signal before an intersection, you should accelerate and pass before the signal changes. If you see a blue light signal before an intersection, you should accelerate and pass before the signal changes. So ano ang sagot sa tanong na to? Ano sa tingin nyo ang sagot sa tanong na ito? Try nyo ring sagutan guys, pero para sa akin, medyo tricky yung question na to. Parang kung babasahin mo, parang delikado, 'di ba? Kasi accelerate and pass. Tingin ko kailangan may caution sa pagdaan sa intersection kasi hindi naman natin alam kung lahat ng mga driver na dumadaan doon ay sumusunod sa rules. Kaya tingin ko, sagot dito ay false. I'm not sure guys. So, subukan nyo ring sagutan. Okay? So, okay, question number 11. Tama ba o mali ang sagot nyo guys? Alamin natin kung ano ang tamang sagot. Ito na ang tamang sagot. Ang tamang sagot ay false. It is dangerous to accelerate before the intersection. So, drive at a safe speed. Yan guys. So, false ang sagot dyan sa number 11. Okay, let's proceed. Number 12. Question number 12. On a road where one side is less than 6 meters, it is possible to pass over the center line. Parang may lumabas na ganitong question sa exam before. On a road where one side is less than 6 meters, it is possible to pass over the center line. Less than 6 meters yung wide no lane. Okay, so possible ba daw na mag-pass over sa center line? Well, I think this is false. Subukan yung sagutan guys kung false. For number 12, true or false ba ang inyong sagot? Ano ang tamang sagot? Alamin natin. Ito na ang sagot. Okay, tama ang sagot natin for question number 12, which is false. On roads less than 6 meters on one side, it is possible to pass beyond the center line. So sabi niya dyan, on roads less than 6 meters on one side, you can pass off the center line except for overtaking. So bawal ka palang lumagpas dun sa line para mag-overtake. So false ang sagot dyan. So let's proceed sa question number 13. Question number 13. The sign indicates that there is a risk of animals jumping out. So check natin yung picture. Ayan, so yan yung picture sa question number 13. Tingnan ninyo mabuti. Warning sign yan at merong animal sa sign. So, ngayon nakita nyo na yung picture, i-check nyo uli yung question. This sign indicates that there is a risk of animals jumping out. True or false? So, I think the answer is true. For question number 13, ano ang tamang sagot guys? True or false ba ang sagot ninyo? Alamin natin. Ito ang sagot for question number 13. Okay, so true ang sagot sa question number 13. Kung makikita nyo naman yung warning sign ay merong animal. So this sign indicates that the animal may pop out or bigla na lang mag-jump out sa harap ninyo. Kaya true ang sagot dyan. Let's proceed to question number 14. Question number 14. When signaling a right turn using your left arm, you should extend your left arm horizontally. Okay, so magra-right turn ka, di ba? Kung magra-right turn ka and anong signal, anong kamay or anong arms ang gagamitin mo para mag-senyas, di ba? So, signaling a right turn using your left arm, dito, left arm daw, magra-right turn ka, you should extend your left arm horizontally. Horizontally, ganyan, ganyan. Ay, nawawala ako. So, nako, medyo nakalimutan ko na to. Pero kasi magra-right turn ka eh, di ba? So, obviously, dapat, ano na nga ba yun? Nasa book to eh. Kayo guys, anong masasabi nyo dito? I-comment ninyo or try nyo sagutan tong question na to. Pero tingin ko ang sagot dito ay false. False. So, for question number 14, ano ang tamang sagot guys? True or false ba? Tumama ba ang sagot ninyo? Alamin natin. Ito ang tamang sagot for question number 14. Ayan, tama ang sagot natin for question number 14, which is false. When using the left arm to signal a right turn, the left arm should be extended horizontally. Di ba baligtad? So when using your left arm to signal a right turn, bend your left arm, dapat ganun, di ba? Bend your left arm from your elbow to the top. Ganyan, di ba? Kasi mag-ano kay, right turn ka. Yan. So let's proceed to question number 15. Question number 15. When there are two traffic zones in the same direction, the rightmost zone should be left open for overtaking. Okay, so when there are two traffic zones in the same direction, the rightmost zone should be left open for overtaking. Okay, so merong rule dito sa Japan na kapag yung pinaka rightmost, yun yung pinaka-fastest lane, diba? Kasi yun yung ginagamit nila pang overtake. So I think the answer here is true. So kayo, try nyo ring sagutan. Baka mali ako dahil nagpa-practice tayo, sabay tayong nag-aaral at nagre-review. So possible na yung mga sagot ko ay mali. Kaya mamaya titignan natin kung tama ba yung mga sagot natin. So ayan, try nyo na sagutan guys. Number 15.
Question number 15. Ayan. Alamin natin kung true or false sa tanong na to. Let's see what's the answer. So, ito na. And the answer is true. Ayan. If there are two vehicle lanes in the same direction, leave the vehicle lane on the right opening for overtaking. So, yung pinaka right side ay para yun sa mga nag-overtake. So, hindi ka dapat magtagal doon. Okay, let's proceed to number 16.
Okay, question number 16. On a road with 3 or more traffic zones in the same direction without signs indicating traffic zones, the rightmost zone should be left open for overtaking and the other zones should be used at the appropriate speed. I think parehas ito sa number 15. So, sagutan natin siya ng parehas na sagot, which is true. So, parehas lang siya sa number 15, kaya sasagutan natin siya ng true.
So, for question number 16, true or false ba ang sagot mo? Alamin natin kung ano ang tamang sagot. So, ang tamang sagot for number 16 ay true. On roads with 3 or more vehicle lanes in the same direction without signs indicating traffic division, leave the rightmost vehicle lane for overtaking and leave the other lanes at their speed. Yan, pass according to. So, tama ba ang sagot ninyo? Let's proceed to number 17.
Okay, question number 17. When a police officer is signaling at a non-intersection where there is no crosswalk, he or she should stop 1 meter in front of the officer. Ayan guys, so para naalala ko to, na kapag mayroong police officer sa harap mo at wala kang mga indication or pavement na kung saan ka mag-i-stop, mayroong measurement kung gaano kalayo ka mag-i-stop dun sa police officer. So ang sabi niya dyan, he or she should stop 1 meter in front of the police officer. So I think the answer here is false. Kasi I'm not sure, pero non-intersection signaling. Okay, sige, baguhin natin yung sagot. I think the answer here is true. Subukan natin kung tama nga ba yung sagot. Try nyo rin sagutan to guys kung true or false ba ang tingin nyo sa question na to, okay?
For question number 17, tama ba ang sagot ninyo? True or false kaya? Tama kaya ang sagot ko? Ito, alamin natin. Ito na ang sagot. So, tama ang sagot ko. Tama ang sagot ko dahil ang sagot ay true. When a police officer is giving a signal in a place where there is no pedestrian crossing other than an intersection, the stop position is 1 meter before the police officer. So, ayan guys, tama ba ang sagot ninyo? I hope tumama kayo dyan. So, let's proceed sa number 18.
Okay, question number 18. If you are driving and are about to enter an intersection with the same width of road where there is no traffic control and the motorcycle is coming from the road on your left, you have priority over the motorcycle. Okay, so if you are driving and are about to enter an intersection with the same width of road where there is no traffic control and a motorcycle is coming from the road on your left, you have priority over the motorcycle. So, laging priority yung mga nasa left side. So, I think the answer here is false. So, subukan nyo din sagutan kung ano sa tingin nyo ang tamang sagot para sa question na to. For me, I think this is false. Dahil sabi niyo dyan, you have priority over the motorcycle. Galing siya sa left. Kapag left side kasi, left lane, mas priority yun. I think, yun yung priority dito.
Okay, number 18. True or false? Ano ang sagot ninyo? At ano ang sagot ko? Tama kaya ako? Let's see kung ano ang tamang sagot. At yan na nga guys, tama na naman ako for question number 18. Ang sagot dyan ay false. When I was driving and I tried to enter an intersection with the same width without traffic control, a motorcycle was traveling from the road on the left but it was prioritized over the motorcycle. So, there is a principle of giving priority to the left and it should not interfere with the progress of cars coming from the left. So ayun guys, lagi nyo tatandaan nga na laging pinaprioritize natin yung mga galing sa left side lane. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 19.
Okay, question number 19. If a car catches up with a street car that is stopping for passengers to get on or off, it may proceed at a slower pace if the stop is in a safe zone. Okay, so medyo nakakalito to guys kasi yung saan ba kayo dapat mag-slow or mag-stop dahil halimbawang na-approach kayo or lumapit kayo sa streetcar and merong nakahintong streetcar, may mga bumababang passengers doon sa streetcar na yon, it may proceed at a slower pace if the stop is in a safe zone. So pwede ba daw mag-proceed yung car in a slowly manner kahit na nasa safe zone naman na yung yung streetcar. So tingin ko you have to stop kasi mayroong on and off na bumababa galing sa streetcar. Kaya I think the answer here is false. So subukan nyo ring sagutan to guys kung true or false ba para sa inyo ang question na to.
Question number 19. Tama ba ang sagot ninyo? Ito, alamin natin kung true ba or false. So let's see. Oops, mali ang sagot ko. Ang sagot ko kasi ay false pero ang tamang sagot for problem number 19 ay true. If you catch up with a stop tram for passengers getting on and off, you can drive slowly if the stop is in a safe zone. So pag nasa safe zone naman pala at may mga bumababang passengers, pwede kang mag-drive pero slowly lang daw. Okay, akala ko kailangan full stop kapag kapag nasa safe zone ka. Ayan. So, sana tamang sagot ninyo, no? Nagkamali ako dito. So, let's proceed sa last question.
Question number 20. If the traffic light in front of you is flashing yellow, your car may proceed if you pay attention to other traffic. So ulitin ko yung tanong, if the traffic light in front of you is flashing yellow, your car may proceed if you pay attention to other traffic. So mapapansin nyo to sa mga daanan guys, may ibang mga daanan na yung signal ay nagpa-flash lang yung yellow. So anong ibig sabihin nun? Ang pagkakaintindi ko dyan ay pwede ka mag-proceed pero caution, okay? So, pwede ka mag-proceed na nagbe-blink yung yellow and medyo dapat alert ka lang sa paligid mo, okay? Mag-pay attention ka habang dumadaan ka dun sa yellow flashing signal. So, I think the answer here is true. And kayo din naman, try nyo sagutan tong question na to kung true or false.
Question number 20. Ayan na. So for this question, last question for this video, tama ba ang sagot ninyo? True or false? Alamin na natin. Ito na ang sagot. So the answer is, or the correct answer is true. If the front traffic light is flashing yellow, the car can proceed if you pay attention to the other traffic. So ayan guys, I hope tumama kayo dyan. So ayan guys, I hope nagustuhan nyo tong video na to. Actually, dapat 1 to 50 questions to guys. So puputol-putulin na lang natin din. Napakahaba ng video. Siguro mas maganda yung ganun kahaba kapag live stream. Pero wala akong time mag-live stream kaya eto gagawin na lang natin is puputol-putulin natin yung moped exam, mock-up exam. And ayan, abangan ninyo yung mga susunod pa mga questions for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Kung nagustuhan ninyo, please like this video and mag-comment na rin kayo. I-share nyo na rin to sa mga nagkakarimen or honmen dahil kahit mga moped to na questions ay lalabas ito sa Karimen and Honmen exam for automatic transmission. At sa mga nakapag-subscribe na, maraming salamat sa patuloy na panonood dito sa aming YouTube channel. And sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, mag-subscribe na kayo and i-hit nyo yung notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa aming mga susunod pa mga videos. And i-check nyo yung aming YouTube homepage and punta kayo dun sa playlist tab dahil marami kaming mga iba't iba pang klase ng mga videos na makakatulong sa inyong pag-aaral or pagtatrabaho or paghahanap ng trabaho dito sa Japan. Ayan, thank you so much for watching. This is Alan. I will see you on our next video and don't forget to check the videos coming up here from here. Bye!